Hi, can I help you?
Hi, my son and I were thinking about enrolling him in an AP class. And I was wondering if we could talk to a counselor, if there was someone that had some more information that we could get some questions and things like that.
Sure. In the meantime, while we wait for a counselor to help you, we have a video on our AP classes. If you'd like to have a seat, I can show you this.
Okay, an AP class by definition is a college level class. So students that enroll in AP classes have to be willing to read literature at a very high level, whether it's expository or novels that'll be taught at that level. Most universities that I know of, if you get a 4 or 5 on that test, will give you college credit.
The biggest advantage of taking an AP class would include the opportunity to accustom oneself to the rigor of a college class. Students in AP courses will learn to manage and excel in college-level coursework and expectations, including independent study, analysis of primary and secondary source material, and written compositions using documents to support a thesis.
With respect to the advantages of taking advanced placement biology, first of all, you can save time, you can save money, and the whole idea behind the advanced placement is that you can start college, in effect, as a sophomore.
As an AP teacher, the expectations I have for my students are very straightforward. I want them to come with a curiosity. I want them to be willing to commit themselves to learning about our environment and about how to make it work. I teach AP Environmental Science, and so my focus will be along the lines of science inquiry. Any AP teacher wants a student who fully understands they will need to work.
My expectations for an advanced placement biology student are that they have a work ethic, because ultimately it doesn't matter how smart you are if you don't complete your work. As always, hard work beats talent. When talent doesn't work hard, genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration, just like Thomas Edison said.
A good candidate for an AP class would be someone who has interest in the subject matter. So even if the grades aren't as high as they should be or could be, if someone really cares about science or likes to read, loves to express themselves, I think that's the first start. Interest in the subject matter. And then second of all, discipline. Can you show up? I mean, attendance it's a killer for the normal high school student. You miss 1 day out of 5, you're perpetually behind. In AP classes, you can't do that.
So an AP student can expect, I would say, about an hour's worth of homework a night. Some nights it would be less. I would say probably right before a test, maybe more for studying.
It is a level of commitment from the student as well as from the teacher. You don't have to be a genius to do it. You do have to be willing to work and to commit yourself to pacing it out throughout the year so that you develop the skills as well as the knowledge for the AP subject.
The rigor is pretty high. A student needs to be willing to do all the work, not just borrow study questions from their fellow students or spark notes or read summaries. That's probably the biggest thing that I've seen students struggle with, is the unwillingness to put the time in outside of class.
AP biology students should expect to invest approximately 2 hours for every 1 hour they spend in class. So what that's going to amount to, on average, is 8 to 10 hours a week. And the kind of work you'll be doing includes reading, first and foremost, answering the self-quiz questions at the end of every chapter, checking your comprehension. You're also going to be responding to released FRQs from the College Board, which is extremely important. All AP biology students have to learn how to write well, scientifically, very concisely, and last but not least, there are the formal lab reports that are required for most lab exercises we complete.
Value of an AP class, you know, a lot of it gets said that the big thing is to get that extra grade point. If you're taking this class for that extra grade point, you're taking it for the wrong reasons. This class has a benefit because if you pass the AP exam, you are going to get college credit, and it's 8 units of college credit.
A weighted GPA is a grade point average calculated by adding an extra point in AP and some honors courses. Assigning an AP course grade extra weight distinguishes students who enrolled in rigorous courses from those who did not. Therefore, earning an A in an AP placement course earns a student 5 grade points instead of 4 grade points.
In terms of writing, you need to be able to write coherent, persuasive essays that have very few grammar mistakes. Because if we spend too much time remediating on grammar, we can't get ready for this big test. So high-level reading, solid writing skills, and then ability to manage your time. Because sometimes students who take one AP class will take 2, 3, or 4. And if they're all giving excessive work outside of class, that's difficult, time-consuming. And if you're involved in extracurricular activities, clubs, sports, it's a wild day, wild week. So time management skills as well. That's what I think a lot of students don't see coming in. They just see maybe the extra grade point or the prestige of taking an AP class. But then when it gets right down to it, the time just starts to squeeze people. And corners get cut, grades go down, A through G sometimes suffers. That's what we don't want. So that's kind of how I see an AP student.
Some of the pitfalls a student taking an AP class may experience include becoming overwhelmed by course demands and not being able to keep up with one or more AP classes and extracurricular activities if they are not ready for the challenge.
I think it all starts in the summer. For my AP English class of the 11th grade, we have to read 2 novels, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and Catcher in the Rye. And students are expected to read them in the summer, even though I'm not allowed to give a test right away. We don't wait too long. So I know English classes give summer reading. I believe math classes have summer work, science classes, summer work, and so forth.
And the problem is they're probably taking 2 or 3 AP classes, plus they're in choir, or they're in band, or they're an athlete. And now it becomes, and not to mention that you have all the stuff that you got at home, the chores, the church, and all of the other civic activities that you have. It's not uncommon for me to find a student that's stressed out, mostly because of the time constraint. There are only 24 hours in a day, and you know, they're not adding any.
I think that they need to be realistic in the amount of homework that they should expect. If you approximate an hour a night and you're taking 5 AP classes, that's 5 hours of homework a night. Then you have activities on top of that, and you need to realistically schedule your week that I can get this amount of stuff done and still get a good night's sleep so that you're ready for school the next day.
Students will often sign up because all their friends are signing up, or they've been told, well, I'm not sure you qualify for AP. AP is not about whether or not someone thinks you qualify, it's whether or not you're willing to make the commitment.
So, have you made a decision yet?
Yeah,